What's up everybody, this is Danny, and today I am excited to be unboxing the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 7, and I was able to get my first hands on at the event last week, so if you missed that video and you want to know more about the specs and details, I will leave a link down to that video below. The box design and look are very familiar, but I'm digging that S Pen silhouette there on the side. Now there are a few new colors, but this is probably the most sought after color, and this is called Blue Coral with 64 gigabytes of standard onboard storage. Shoutouts to T-Mobile for making this video possible and helping me get the Note 7 in my hands early. Cracking into the box, there is the phone right there, and we will definitely look further into that in just a minute. We'll go ahead and set that to the side, and underneath that you get a SIM removal tool and a packet of all kinds of paperwork if you're into that. First thing is a USB to USB Type-C cord, and yep, this is new this time around. There's also a charging brick with adaptive fast charging, but sorry, there's no quick charge 3.0 here. Now these little things are interesting. Samsung is including a USB-C to USB converter so you can perform file transfers and use it for OTG, and you also get a USB Type-C to micro USB converter so you can still use your old chargers and micro USB cords. Very nice. Some S Pen replacement tips here and removal tool, nothing special, and there are some headphones included. These look exactly the same as the ones that came with the S7 and S7 Edge. There's only one thing left to do, and that is to remove the plastic. And there it is, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. And I'm gonna have to say that this blue coral could possibly be the most unique color combination and one of the most beautiful phones that I have ever seen. The design takes almost all its cues from the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge released earlier this year. It does have dual curved edges and also a rounded back, giving this phone the most refined look of any Samsung device released so far. There's a tougher Gorilla Glass 5 mixed with that metal frame. It looks very premium. When comparing it to the S7 Edge, the Note 7 is a bigger device, but not by much. Despite having a larger 5.7-inch display compared to the 5.5-inch on the S7 Edge, I think Samsung did a great job of keeping the footprint down. They do look very similar though, and for the average consumer out there, they may have trouble telling them apart. Until you look at the bottom, of course you see the S Pen there, and you will see the new USB Type-C port in the middle, and in fact this is the first Samsung flagship this year to support USB Type-C. The curves on the front and back are noticeable compared to the Note 5, and you can see that the Note 7 is slightly thinner too. The build materials remain the same. Both the Note 5 and the Note 7 are made of glass and metal, but the Note 7 feels totally different in the hand. The curves for sure make a difference. I feel it's much more comfortable and it's less harsh without that squared off front. Both of these still remain a fingerprint magnet, so I can't wait to get a D-brand skin for this. It was a must for me on the Note 5, so I'll leave a link down below for you if you want one. If you want to see a full breakdown of the Note 5 versus the Note 7 and if it's worth upgrading to, let me know by smacking that like button and leave me a comment below. The display is a 5.7-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display, and now with an industry-first support for HDR video, and this phone is being powered by the Snapdragon 820 processor with 4GB of RAM with microSD card support up to 256GB. Now in first impressions, the interface is blazing fast, but I do need to put it to the test more in the next couple of weeks, but the curves mean you also get the edge gestures too from the S7 Edge. I never really use them personally, but it's a nice add-on for the Note series. For all of you benchmark junkies, here is the Geek bench score. There's nothing too crazy here. I also ran Antutu, and what's funny is that my Antutu score from the event was a little bit higher than this. What's going on, Samsung? One of the most interesting things announced with the Note 7 is this new iris scanner. It's right there to the left of the earpiece, and when you get started, there's a scary disclaimer there. That's weird. And to prove that it is infrared and not just the front-facing camera doing this, there is that red light going off. It does take some getting used to on the distance and to set it up, but surprisingly, it works really well. I'm not sure if I'll be using this over the fingerprint scanner, but I guess I'll have to see after further testing. Of Of course, when there's a new Note, there is a new and improved S Pen to go along with it. There's better sensitivity, accuracy, and the tip is also much smaller than the previous S Pen, but my absolute favorite feature is the GIF or GIF. I know people are gonna go absolutely crazy here. GIF or GIF maker that you can access directly from the pen, and it's so easy to do. I can see myself using this a lot. There are a ton more software options I need to explore, like the minor visual changes, the scaling down of the resolution to save battery life, and more S Pen features, so make sure you subscribe for a ton more Note 7 coverage and a full review. Samsung stuck with the 12 megapixel camera with lightning fast autofocus and f1.7 aperture, and I really can't be mad at that because it produces some stunning images here. Soon as I got it, I had to go out and shoot with it, and so far I'm just as impressed as I was with the S7 and S7 Edge. You get sharp pictures with lots of detail, nice depth of field, decent dynamic range, and great colors, and you really can't hate on the 4K video either. It's really sharp with great optical image stabilization. So what do you guys think of the new Samsung Galaxy Note 7? I think with all of these features like wireless charging, quick charging, SD card support, and HDR video, this could be the phone to beat this year. Make sure you let me know in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and comparison, and make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.